Hello, everybody. Welcome to Heart Centered Agility. Come on in, everybody. Share this video with everyone that you know. Subscribe to our channel. Comment on this video. Like this video. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. And put a comment. Comment and say hello. I hope everybody's well. Welcome to Heart Centered Agility. Welcome to Heart Centered Agility, where we integrate heart centered leadership with business agility to empower leaders to drive peak performance within their teams and their organizations. I am Leontine Oswagu, and today I want to talk about the top 5 skills that every leader needs to be successful, right? Specifically, as we talk about heart-centered leadership, heart-centered agility, and heart-centered leadership. All right. So agile leadership is not just about managing projects. It's about inspiring. It's about inspiring teams and inspiring collaboration and driving continuous improvement. We all know that. So what skills do we need as leaders to navigate this dynamic environment effectively? What skills are crucial for us as leaders to develop as it relates to heart-centered agility? For the heart-centered leadership piece, as well as the business agility piece, what skills are the most critical for us as leaders to develop? And I'm going to share 5 top skills that I believe are critical or crucial for us leaders to develop in this type of environment that we are living in, this fast-paced environment that has to focus on people and also on strategy and on agile framework and principles as well. All right, so the first skill that I believe every leader needs to develop in order to become successful in this type of environment is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence. So why is emotional intelligence important? It's important because leadership is built on trust. Agile leadership or any type of leadership is built on trust. If your people do not trust you, you cannot lead them. It's built on trust. And emotional intelligence allows us leaders to manage our own emotions, right? And also understand and respond to the emotions of others, which allows us to build strong interpersonal relationships, which builds trust. So what does emotional intelligence really entail? It entails self-awareness. We have to become aware. We have to understand our own strength. We have to understand our own weaknesses. We have to understand our own emotional triggers. It also involves empathy. We have to recognize, we talked about empathy in one of the previous videos. We have to recognize and consider the feelings of our team members and be able to connect with them. Emotional intelligence also involves social skills. We have to build and maintain healthy relationships. We have to foster collaboration by building healthy relationships. And we have to be able to regulate our own emotions, manage our own stress, and so we can maintain a positive outlook, especially when things become challenging. So this is emotional intelligence, which is the first skill that I believe every leader needs to develop. The second skill that every leader needs to develop in this environment is adaptability. So why is adaptability important? It's important because change is constant. The only thing that is certain is that things are going to change. And we have to be able, as my bishop says, we have to be able to bob and weave because things will change. Tomorrow is another day with its changes, with its challenges. Things always change. The only thing that is constant is change. And we as leaders, we have to be able to pivot quickly, whether these changes have to do with the market, with the economy, any specific crisis, a war, whatever. We as leaders have to be able to adapt, to quickly adapt and shift so we can guide our teams through uncertainty without losing focus and direction on the organization's vision. So that means we have to be open-minded. We have to be willing to embrace new ideas, new technologies, and new ways of doing things. We have to remain flexible, shifting our strategies based on new information that we acquire, and we have to be resilient. We have to build inner strength in order to be able to handle setbacks and challenges without falling apart, without losing our bearings, without getting discouraged, and help our teams as well navigate through some challenges as well. So that was adaptability. Number 3, the third skill that I believe is really critical for us leaders to develop is servant leadership. Servant leadership, which lines up with heart-centered leadership. Why is servant leadership important? Because we have to prioritize the needs of our teams. And we have to work to remove the impediments and the obstacles that could hinder their performance. And we have to focus on empowering them, supporting them so they can perform at their best, giving them all of the tools that they need, everything that is essential for them to allow them to self-organize and to do the things that we have hired them to do. That means we have to empower them consistently. We have to create environments where they're autonomous, that they can work autonomously, giving them the tools and the authority to do what we have hired them to do. We have to actively support them by removing impediments, coming in and making sure that they have the clear runway to continue to work. And we have to be humble. We have to humble by leading and lead by example. We have to put their needs above ours in this context. So that is servant leadership. The fourth skill that I believe every leader needs to develop to be successful is facilitation and coaching. So why is it important? Because agile leaders have to facilitate productive conversations. Any type of leader, matter of fact. They have to enable effective teamwork. We have to guide continuous improvement. And rather than directing every move, we as leaders need to be able to coach our teams so they can find solutions independently, encouraging their growth and their ownership. That is absolutely incredibly important. We have to facilitate productive environment, and we have to coach them so they can independently find solutions and encourage them to grow and take ownership of their work. So that means we have to facilitate collaboration, open communication, and active participation in meetings. We have to provide feedback, constructive feedback, so they can grow and develop. We have to guide their growth, help them develop the skills that they need to continue to grow within their roles. So that was number 4, facilitation and coaching. Last but not least, one of the critical skills that leaders need to develop is vision and strategic thinking. Vision and strategic thinking. Why is that important? Because leaders have to provide the North Star. We have to provide a clear vision, a clear strategic direction for our teams and for our organizations. Because like I said before, if we don't know where we're going, we'll never know when we get there. So us as leaders, we need to balance short-term adaptability with long-term goals. And we have to ensure that our teams remain aligned with organizational priorities. We need to make sure that everybody is aware of the vision. All right? So that means that we have to set the vision. We have to set the vision. We have to articulate a compelling vision for the future and align our team's work to that vision. Whether we're leading a church, whether we're leading a a nonprofit, whether we're leading an organization, whatever it is, we have to make sure that the vision is aligned with the team's work. We also have to have strategic alignment. We have to ensure that short-term goals, short-term objectives, and deliverables contribute to the broader organizational goals. That means also that we have to make timely and informed decisions that keep the team focused on delivering value. So these are the 4 critical skills that we have to develop as leaders in agile environments and in any type of environment: emotional intelligence, adaptability, servant leadership, facilitation and coaching, and vision and strategic thinking. So this was it for this episode. Thank you so much for joining me. If you found this episode helpful, please give it a thumbs up, like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, forward this episode to someone, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another episode. All right, let's keep the conversation going. Which of these skills do you think is most important for leaders in Agile or in any other context? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what they are. All right, until next time, keep leading with heart. And remember to always stay agile. Have an amazing day. Bye now.